harder than the other one.
Hey, I'm IAmTarynTerrell, one-time longest reigning Impact Women's Champion. It's been beaten, but we don't want to talk about
Control it.
that.
Do not
Anyway,
drop the bag.
if you like insipid commentary, botches, and video game references,
Black flag, lift them all the way to the top.
be sure to watch Botchamania. Oh, but also, make sure and watch the Lockup Podcast, and you can find us at Lockup Podcast on Instagram.
Well, I have a long history with the dunk. For those who know about Botchamania or any of these stories, people just look it up. Cody Rhodes, the dunk. I had one of the worst matches of all time.
It's the worst match I ever had in my entire life. So we go out, and this is pre-Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, and the original Sin Cara, and Ezekiel Jackson against myself, Ted DiBiase Jr., and Wade Barrett. At one point, Ezekiel Jackson is supposed to be the hero of this match. He's not even getting in until he gets that tag, that moment. He's going to be the hero of this city, basically. He's just going to light it up. But unfortunately, Ted DiBiase Jr. didn't kick out. Daniel Bryan comes in, shoots him to the corner, does the little drop kick in the corner. 1, 2, 3. And we're like 4 minutes into this match. It's a 2-segment match. So I think, I got a little experience at this moment. I'm going to make a audible. I look to tell Wade, well, let's just jump him. That's what I'm going to tell him. But as I turn, Wade is already up the ramp. He's furious. But I will never forget for the rest of my life what happened next, because we come into the grill area and there is Vince standing up, headset off, and right before he can say anything to me, Ted Jr. blows by me. No fear. Looks at Vince and says, "Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me." And because it was such an awkward, unbelievable moment and an incorrect use of the F word and everything that goes into it, Vince just real slowly put his headset back on, sat down, and we never talked about the worst match that happened ever again.
24 years of age, and the midstream adjustment. This will be it. Meltzer driver. Oh! And they connect. And they got all of it.
That's got to be it.
Matt's going to pin the Mega Champion. The Kingo has been defeated, and Matt Jackson wants him to do it again. Matt Jackson's rubbing it in. Matt Jackson wants the entire world to see him pin the Mega Champion.
Botchamania, Botchamania, Botchamania.
Piano 4 had no time to brace himself. It was all impact. From LA Park. Oh! And into the front row.
That redhead just took one to the head.
Back and to the left.
Stars of AEW, you can watch every Wednesday night on TBS. Every Friday night on TBS.
Friday's on TNT.
Friday's on TNT?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they don't pay me.
Well,
Rollins maintains control. His confidence continues to grow in the process.
Cody Rhodes, we forget because of WrestleMania, he was away from the WWE for 6 years. That was his first match back. It takes a while to get rid of ring rust. We haven't talked about that enough when it comes to Cody Rhodes.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
You would think the odds of her ever mumbling the words "I quit" would be longer than Dick Strike had yesterday at the Kentucky Derby, but she's going against Charlotte Flair. Rowdy Rondo. Dick Strike.
Favorite band? Our Lady Peace. Who? Our Lady Peace. It's like a Canadian band. I dig it.
Sorry. You know, woman is the head of the table. But you are the table's ass.
But what have you done around here? You don't deserve this. You don't deserve... You both talk too much.
You talk too much.
Never shut up.
I said you talk.
What happened to the music?
Heavier kendo back seemed to win for the moment.
In this matchup. And it might not even be the NXT universe that can pass it on to everyone.
Hands down. No, dude, Breath of the Wild. Oh, that's a bold choice. I'm a Sonic guy.
248 pounds. It's Taz.
Captain Sean D.
I mean, I humbly say my wife is the greatest mom of all time, I will say. I hope it felt like a great Mother's Day for her. I know it seemed like it was. So,
well, you know, I want to wish a happy Mother's Day, belated happy Mother's Day to not only Mama Taz, but all the mothers around the world. Hope you enjoyed your
it's not
your
Mama
Sunday.
Taz. It's not Mama Taz. You probably should have said Hook's mom. That might have made more sense, right?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, all right. Mama Hook. Mama Hook.
There you go. That makes me Hook Classic, I guess. So, on a side note, unrelated to this match, I'm thinking about buying a submarine.
And I talked to Breaker earlier today, said he will have his father on his mind. You can see Braun wearing a singlet, the same singlet worn by his father, the Hall of Famer Rick Steiner, on the very first Monday Night Raw back in 1993.
Wow, what a piece of history right there. No, liar! He's a liar! That is a lie! Okay? I can't stand back there and let him lie to your face like that.
Hello, it's HBomberGuy, and today I'm reading from Willie Regal's book. Some of my favourite wrestling memories are of being with Brian Pillman. Once you got used to his sense of humour, he was very funny. In 1995, the two of us were asked to go to Universal Studios in Hollywood to present a video game award on this live TV bash. The hosts were Leslie Nielsen and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who played the kid in Home Improvement. The show was going out live on TBS after the channel's highest-rated show, WCW Saturday Night, which went out from 6 till 8. We flew in on Friday afternoon for the dress rehearsal and found ourselves surrounded by all these lovey and darling types, the sort of phony people I can't stand. We were due to do a skit which would have Leslie Nielsen at the podium at the front of the stage talking about violence in video games, while behind him would be me and Brian, dressed in our ring gear and playing a wrestling game on a big screen that would descend into the two of us brawling. Leslie was going to carry on deadpan, just like he did on Naked Gun and Police Squad, while we created all sorts of havoc behind him. The skit would end when Leslie drew a gun and fired it. That was the plan, anyway. When we got there, it soon became clear we were a tiny part of a big show. A producer flounced up and said, "This is what we're gonna do, darlings. You and Brian will go on from there and do your fighting bit all over this set." The set was like the side of a mountain, all rock work with steps going up it. "Okay," we said, "we'll go here, here, and here," showing them what we were going to do. Brian was going to do a crossbody dive onto me, and the producer thought it was all wonderful. "Great," he said. "That's about the time we'll bring on the juggling dwarves." My ears pricked up. I had unpleasant dwarf memories. Dwarves? You've got dwarves? Yes, one of them juggles and rides a unicycle while the other one just juggles. They're gonna come on, run between your legs and kick you up the backside. I moaned internally. It got worse too. At the side of the stage were two dickhead bodybuilders, all long hair and full of themselves. I thought they were part of some other segment, but no. It emerged they were to come over, pull Brian and me apart and throw us off the stage. Didn't like the sound of that. Brian, as ever, saw the opportunity to wind me up. "Hang on a minute," he told the producer. "This show is only on because it follows our show, which gets the best ratings on this channel, so you can get some of its viewers to watch you. We're two of its stars, and you want these two nobodies to throw us off the stage?" Brian had got the hook right into me. I wasn't as pleasant then as I am now. I piped up, "If those two wankers come anywhere near me, I'll fucking kill them." They looked terrified and shrank away. The producer looked concerned. "They'll have to go to talk to their agent about this," he said. By now, Pillman had got me steaming mad and he was roaring with laughter. The upshot was we got rid of the bodybuilders, but the juggling dwarves would have to stay. Brian thought it would be funnier with them, so I went along with it, albeit reluctantly. We had to do the show the next day at 5 p.m. West Coast time. As we went out and were introduced to all these dinner suits from the video game industry, you could tell the whole crowd had but a single thought. Who the hell are these two? We started pushing and shoving and fighting each other. The more we did, the more people left, and that wasn't the reaction we wanted. Pillman and I upped the stakes, knocking 7 bells out of each other. I was chopping him red raw, and he was chopping me back so hard there was blood coming out of my chest. We were kicking lumps out of each other in frustration, and all the audience could do was giggle. Did they not see how hard we were working? We were hitting each other as hard as we could. Afterwards we realized they were right to giggle. It was supposed to be a comedy spot, but Brian and I had got it into our heads that they should have been oohing and aahing. Then it was time for the juggling dwarves. They ran between our legs. One went down on hands and knees behind me and Pillman shoved me over him. Then he picked up another dwarf and slammed him on top of me. I grabbed the dwarf and hoisted him, throwing him up into the wall at the back. It was horrible. All I wanted to do was crawl up my own backside and die. I kept pleading inside, "Please let this be over with." We had to go over and fight in front of Leslie Nielsen, who'd pull his gun and fire it, and then this fiasco would be over. We went to our places, he pulled his gun out, pulled the trigger, and nothing. Not a sound. He put the gun back in his holster and said, "Bang, bang." Brian and I looked at each other, shrugged our shoulders, and walked off the stage. God, it was embarrassing. I jumped in the shower and was just cooling down when a very camp dancer minced in. He took one look at me and lisped, "Ooh, isn't your chest red?" Pillman thought it was the funniest thing ever. That was Brian, the king of the wind-up merchants. Thanks for watching, and remember, never pay more than $20 for a computer game.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here! Get ready to catch me, alright, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3! That's high. It's too high, isn't it, really, that? Alright, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch! Ow! Ow. I am not dead. Do you know what? It just goes to show people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they, at the end of the day?
me!
I am not doing that.
I just let him fucking die!
Punched the highlights out of her hair.
He punched the highlights out of her hair.
Hayes around third. He's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. He slides. He is safe. Safe. And the Indians win it. The Indians win it. Oh my God! The Indians win it.
Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops. Springfield cops are on the take. But what do you expect for the money we make? Whether in a car or on a horse, we don't mind using excessive force. Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops.
Oh no, the turbines again. I have to go. Wait, this next test does require some explanation. Let me give you the fast version.
And this Friday on Rampage, the Butcher, the Blade, and Mark Quinn will take on a reunited Death Triangle. Plus, the chairman, Sean Spears, goes one-on-one with Bear Boulder. And on Sunday, May 29th, live on pay-per-view, it's Double or Nothing, the AEW World Championship match. Hangman Adam Page defends against CM Punk. The AEW Women's World Championship match, Thunder Rosa defends against Serena Deeb. And it is official on the buy-in. Hookhausen will take on Tony Nese and Smart Arse Norway. And next Wednesday on Dynamite is Wildcard Wednesday. Chris Jericho and William Regal will go face-to-face. The Owen Hart Boxing Men's Tournament quarterfinal match, Kyle O'Reilly, Ray Phoenix. Another quarterfinal round match, this one in the women's bracket. Dr. Britt Baker, TMD versus Joker. The men's quarterfinal bracket wildcard Wednesday, Samoa Joe and the Joker. Hangman Adam Tristan, no take the Kesto with CM Punk on commentary. And Wardlow is accepting he will take 10 lashes from MJF.
There, if you have any questions, just remember what I said in slow motion. Test on your own recognizance.
It has been said that anything can happen here in the WWE. But now more than ever, truer words have never been spoken. This is a conscious effort on our part to have your intelligence insulted in a more contemporary manner. Even though we call ourselves sports entertainment because... What a ridiculous statement. The key word in that phrase is ridiculous. The WWE extends far beyond the strict confines of sports presentation into the wide open environment of bad entertainment. We borrow from passé, daytime talk shows, and other same old simplistic forms of television entertainment, such as those on MTV. We in the WWE think that you, the audience, don't know what you're talking about. We also think that you're definitely
A cesspool of decay.
Therefore, we've embarked upon the era of say your prayers and take
My semen.
However, due to the live nature of Raw,
Semen.
we encourage some degree of parental discretion as relates to the younger audience allowed to stay up late. We are responsible television producers who work hard to bring you this outrageous, wacky, wonderful world known as the WWE. Through some 50 years, the WWE has been an entertainment mainstay here in North America and all over the world. One of the reasons for that longevity is as the times have changed, we have the same old television, so shut your mouth, you rapist! I'm happy to say that this direction has resulted in a huge 40% decrease in television viewership, for which we thank you, the simplistic audience, but most especially, we would like to thank
biased and inaccurate media reports. Stand up for WWE.
Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit!
First of all, that doesn't even look like it. You have the entire comment section believing a lie. Stop playing with Chris Dane's name! Ow!
Thanks for watching, Windjammers. Just a reminder, the brand new BotchamaniaShop.com is open for business. Hoodies, t-shirts, little tiny tables and stickers are now there for you to purchase whenever you want, however you want. Go buy them or don't. Have a good week, you beautiful bastards.
Botchamania.